The Philippines, a country rich in history, culture, and folklore, is also home to some of the most terrifying haunted locations in the world. With a long history of occupation, war, and tragedy, it's no surprise that tales of restless spirits and haunted places appear everywhere. Today, we'll explore the top 10 haunted locations in the Philippines and the chilling stories behind them. 1. Bahay na Pula, San Ildefonso, Bulacan. This crimson-red mansion, known as Bahay na Pula, Red House, is one of the most famous haunted sites in the Philippines. Built during the Spanish colonial period, it later became a barracks for Japanese soldiers during World War II. The house is said to be haunted by the spirits of Filipino women who were abused and killed by Japanese forces during the occupation. Their chilling screams and cries for help are often heard echoing through the empty halls at night. Some visitors claim to have seen ghostly figures of women in white gowns wandering the grounds in sorrow. The energy within the house is heavy, a painful reminder of the war crimes that took place here. 2. Manila Film Center, Pasay City. The Manila Film Center is infamous, not only for its grand architecture, but also for the tragedy surrounding its construction. In 1981, workers were rushing to complete the building for the Manila International Film Festival when a scaffolding collapse buried many workers alive. Rumor has it that instead of halting construction to retrieve the bodies, they were entombed in concrete to avoid delays. These workers' spirits are believed to still haunt the building. Visitors and staff have reported hearing ghostly whispers and groans from within the walls. Some claim to feel invisible cold hands touching them, as though trapped souls are reaching out to escape. 3. Fort Santiago, Intramuros, Manila. Fort Santiago is a historic fortress with a dark past. Built by the Spanish, it was used as a military prison during the Japanese occupation in World War II. Many Filipino and American soldiers were tortured and executed within its walls. The spirits of these tortured souls are said to still roam the grounds at night, especially within the dungeons where many were held captive. Visitors report seeing shadowy figures in the old cells, hearing the clanking of chains, and feeling sudden chills. Fort Santiago is a haunting reminder of wartime brutality and lingering spirits seeking peace. 4. Blet Drive, Quezon City. Blet Drive is a famous haunted road in Quezon City, known for its ghostly history and encounters. Named after the large Blet trees lining the road, it's believed to be home to spirits and supernatural beings. The most famous story is about the White Lady, a ghost in a white dress who appears before drivers at night. Legend says she was a victim of a traffic accident or crime, and her spirit still haunts the road, seeking justice or revenge. Many drivers report seeing her in their rear-view mirror, only to have her vanish moments later. 5. Corregidor Island. Corregidor Island is a historical site that played a crucial role in World War II, witnessing fierce battles between American, Filipino, and Japanese forces. Thousands of soldiers lost their lives here, leaving a heavy, somber atmosphere over the island. Tourists and locals have reported hearing footsteps, gunshots, and screams echoing around the island. Malinta Tunnel, where many soldiers sought refuge and later perished in bombings, is particularly haunted. Visitors experience unusual chills, hear whispers, and see ghostly apparitions of soldiers who still seem to guard the island. 6. Diplomat Hotel, Baguio City. Located on Dominican Hill in Baguio City, the Diplomat Hotel was once a convent before being converted into a hotel. During World War II, it became a refuge for civilians and a site of brutal executions by Japanese forces. This tragic history has left the building filled with restless spirits. Visitors often hear strange noises like heavy footsteps, banging doors, and even eerie chanting in the empty hallways. There are reports of headless apparitions, believed to be victims of wartime massacres. The air inside the hotel feels heavy, filled with a supernatural presence. making visitors uneasy as they wander through its dark corridors. 7. Clark Airbase Hospital, Pampanga. Clark Airbase Hospital in Pampanga was once a bustling medical facility serving American soldiers stationed in the Philippines. However, after the eruption of Mount Pinatubo in 1991, it was abandoned and became one of the country's most haunted places. Brave explorers entering the derelict hospital describe an overwhelming sense of fear. Some have seen shadowy figures moving through empty hallways, while others hear faint moans and cries. Spirits of soldiers and patients who never left are believed to still haunt the building, trapped forever in their final moments. 8. Cauguin Sunken Cemetery. Off the coast of Cauguin Island lies a sunken cemetery, marked by a large white cross rising from the sea. The cemetery was submerged after a volcanic eruption in the 1870s and is now a haunting yet beautiful sight. While it's a popular diving site, there are reports of it being haunted by spirits of those buried there. Divers and fishermen share stories of strange underwater apparitions, including ghostly forms just out of reach. Some believe these souls are still searching for peace, drifting beneath the water that covers their final resting place. 9. Ozone Disco, Quezon City. Once a popular nightclub in the 1990s, Ozone Disco was the site of one of the Philippines' deadliest fires. In 1996, a blaze erupted inside the club, killing over 160 people, many of them young adults celebrating graduation night. Since the tragedy, the ruins of the club remain abandoned, and locals claim that the spirits of those who perished still haunt the area. At night, passers-by report hearing faint music and laughter, only to realize the club has long been closed. Some even hear desperate screams for help and the sound of running footsteps, as if the victims are still trying to escape the flames. 10. University of the Philippines, Diliman. The University of the Philippines. Diliman is not only known for academic prestige, but also for ghost stories. Many buildings on campus are reportedly haunted, including the Faculty Center, Palma Hall, and the College of Music. Students and staff report seeing ghostly figures wandering the hallways at night, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling sudden chills in rooms that should be warm. One of the most famous ghosts is that of a student believed to have committed suicide, who now roams the campus. These ghost stories have become part of the university's folklore, with new tales emerging each year. These haunted locations have left an indelible mark on the history and folklore of the Philippines. Whether you believe in ghosts or not, the stories behind these places serve as chilling reminders of past tragedies. If you ever visit the Philippines, would you dare explore one of these locations after dark? Let us know in the comments which place gives you chills. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Dewey Ruin for more spine-tingling adventures.